pumpkin haul.
What's going on, everyone? We are out here on the farm again this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. Got Monday off, so we're taking Sunday today to get some stuff done out here on the farm. Tiffany's at the garden, gonna start cutting some dahlias. We just checked on everything out there. Loads of pumpkins still, lots of tomatoes, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna grab some tools and we're gonna get to doing some more garden work and see what else we get into today. Got my tool, Hori. Go see what we can get done in the garden. Goodness, Briar, be sweet. Oh my. What you got?
Flowers. So many flowers.
Alright, so Tiff's going to be cutting some of the good flowers and cleaning up any of the older ones since we only come out here like once a week. I guess you haven't been out in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
it's been a while.
Yeah, so I did some cleanup last week, but lots to be done. And then, so last week I did plan out some later season cucumbers. So we'll see how those do. They're looking pretty good still. Just harvested some of these tomatoes and we're gonna cut up the tomatoes because they kind of are about done now that they've been falling over for like 3 months. So I'm gonna start hacking away and cutting those back and see what else we find. Funky shaped bell. I think these might have crossed.
This is crazy. This looks so good.
Right. Oh yeah. Do it.
This was a seedling, too. Doubt we'll keep this one, but...
We got dogs in the garden, dogs in the garden. Repeat, dogs in the garden. Alright, so here's what we got for today's harvest. Besides flowers and probably pumpkins we'll get later. But we got lots of tomatoes, lots of green ones because we just took the plants out. We've got all this edamame or soya. We'll be probably saving seeds from these. We might try a few, just see how they are. But this was our first time growing soya. So we'll see how those did once we shell them. And then we got lots of eggplants just from 2 different plants. I believe these are the long purples. And then we got lots of different bell peppers, lilac bells, shishitos. I think a few sweet peppers as well that aren't fully ripe. But yeah, pretty good harvest. So here's where those tomatoes were, all right here. So we took all those out, and now the sweet potatoes, I cut those back a little bit, so those should do really well now. The tomatoes gone. Also made a little crazy trellis, or lean-to, out of the leftover bamboo. These bamboo poles we've used for like years, so they're falling apart. But this is that cucumber. A few more cucumbers around here as well. Look at there. Just still taking care of the flowers. We got lots of pumpkins that we still need to harvest. There's one, I think that's the biggest one we have left. We got a few up here. The watermelon's going crazy. We got a few watermelons still, late season watermelons. Then let's see, we've got some different pumpkins. I think these are the small sugar sweets. And then more of the white Casper pumpkins just basically everywhere. All throughout here. Yeah, we had, I feel like we had 2 out here, but really?
Yes.
Jeez.
I remember I just planted it in the corn because I was like, this is special. So we have to plant it in the compost.
Yeah. Yeah, it was planted right here at the end of our corn row. This was half corn, half tomatoes, and then the sweet potatoes on the end. And of course the tomatoes went crazy. The corn kind of was a bust, but it did okay. We got a few cobs out of it. And then, so this is our kind of no-till, no-dig, like basically just throwing the starts in, basically all different kinds of squash and gourds and watermelons and cantaloupes. But the Caspers kind of took over. Then this little section, which is another kind of 4-foot by 20-foot bed, is like all of our peppers. This is where we got the peppers and eggplants. And I think there's also a watermelon that we planted last week or 2 weeks ago, and a cantaloupe or a midget melon. And then up there, where all that cardboard is, that's where we're starting our newest nice bed, kind of like where the dahlias and tomatoes and everything were. We'll just put down this cardboard, then we'll put compost on top, and I think we're planning on tulips up there. And then we've got down below Briar here, we've got the tarp out, so we're killing some of the grass so that hopefully later this year or early next year we'll be able to plant out that section. And that's pretty much everything besides the old sunflowers, which we also planted a few squash in, some late season stuff right here, just getting going. Also the Casper pumpkin coming through, but all the sunflowers are done. And then we got our row of asparagus all right here. So we just dug a nice trench out. We got asparagus, first year asparagus. Of course our comfrey, cut that back last week off this line. Yeah, that's the garden right now. Anything else, babe?
Chaos over here.
Yeah.
Our net broke. So.
Yeah. We ended up using this hemp or jute? Jute netting, because we don't like to use plastic stuff that's going to break down and cause microplastics and stuff in the soil. So we prefer to use compostable organic stuff. But this didn't last all that great, so we might have to come up with something else.
Definitely. These are all of the flowers we ended up with this week to take home. Usually I have quite a lot more. I mean, you could see we have a ton just laying here, but I was very picky this time because we spend most of our time sorting through the flowers these days since we only come out here and do it once a week. So I'm being a lot more picky about which ones we keep. You could see a lot of these Petra's wedding ones I didn't keep, mostly because a lot of them are past their prime. And then I just went around and deadheaded a lot of them. So now it's not as colorful, but next week, just wait, next vlog, it'll be popping again. We are wrapping up our day today by doing a little pumpkin harvesting, or a big pumpkin harvesting. So let's go harvest some of our Casper and sweet sugar pumpkins and see how many we can get today.
Can you spot the pumpkin?
This is so difficult.
And check out all those little spikes on there.
Yeah. That looks dead too, the vine. Well, it might be. No, maybe not. It's on a different side. They are smaller than I thought they'd be. Nice. See, Exhibit A, they get lost in here, but this is a nice cantaloupe at one point. Ugh. Yummy. over to the compost pile. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I still can't believe this is one vine.
And no water. Like 0 water. Maybe a little bit from in the beginning.
Yeah, but we stopped watering like in June.
Yeah. All natural. Zero fertilizer.
I think that's it though.
Yeah.
Well, for now, that's ready.
Yeah, and there's some, like that watermelon's really close.
There.
We got another round of watermelons coming in. Any cantaloupes? I don't think we have any other cantaloupes.
No new ones. There's just those few that we saw. Pumpkin haul. And cantaloupe.
Pumpkin, cantaloupe. I think that's it.
Yeah. We got all those other things from earlier.
Yeah, so this is in addition to all the peppers and eggplants and tomatoes.
This is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Basically one plant from the white ones.
I still can't believe that. And those are just so tiny and cute. They're definitely ready for fall. Oh. That's crazy big.
Yeah, that's a pretty big buckle. I'm gonna leave it though.
Nice. They are almost done with it, actually. Hold on, let's we'll go inside, but they got this almost all enclosed. There's one small corner on that side that's not yet enclosed. I don't know if the other door's in. I wonder if I can. No, I have to go through them. Actually, I could go through this. I can go through this side over here. Can't get through there. We don't have a door knob. Anyway, this is where they haven't enclosed, but I think they enclosed the whole thing. Otherwise, yeah. Look at this. Well, actually, it's not that hard to see. I thought it'd be darker on camera. But this is it. The concrete slab that wasn't here before. You guys remember? Throwback to when I first got the place. Well, up until like 3 months ago. It was just a pole barn, dirt floor. Now it has a big concrete slab. And then we have, let's go. What are you doing? Okay. We have, oh, the door is on back here. I thought the door might not have been on. But I guess this is the access door because I couldn't get in the other one. So it's just propped open. We got to get some locks. But, oh, butterfly. Oh, there goes the butterfly. Anyway, there's just the one door on the back. All enclosed. It's hard to just like show the whole thing. It's a bee chilling up there. But anyway, here is the look from the back. And I told you several times before that this back part's going to be like our office and a guest living space and a bathroom. So this is like the cutoff point. This is where like the kitchen sink will be. And everything from that backward is going to be the, I guess we'll say the little house, but not really. It's going to be Ben's office and then my office and then the guest room area and the bathroom, and then this will be like a kitchen area, especially we're going to need the room, especially with all of the produce and stuff. But anyway, let's go over this way and just check out the front. There's so many plans for the front. You know, this is going to be our main storage for a very long time. We have the door here, which is closed, nailed down. And then we have this over here, which I have yet to see. Need to hop over the wood area. I thought this was going to be bigger, but it's fine. And there it is. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost completely enclosed. Just that one corner piece. And then I believe they're going to start working on just putting basically the bones of the office area, the house area together, if we want to call it that. Oh, I wonder if that's the last piece. But anyway, that's the next step for in here, and then that's pretty much all that we're hiring somebody to do. After that, I think we're pretty much doing everything ourselves. But this is what it's looking like so far. We do have holes in the roof that need to be patched. You can see the daylight shining through, but that's pretty much the only other thing. progress. Ben's out here collecting some seeds. You got a butterfly on your arm?
Yeah, I know, he won't get off.
Hey.
Look at him, just tonguing me.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, my sunscreen's reef safe, bro.
He's so cute. I love it. What was this called again?
Like foxtail. It's like a type of wild millet.
That's gonna be great for
Bouquets and
arrangements.
stuff,
Yeah.
Just getting a few random ones of those before everything around here.
You can see the dome through the trees right there. But that concludes our tour of the HQ building, is what we typically call it. Well, here is the official haul. We have loaded up all of the pumpkins. It's pretty much this whole half, well, more than half of the back of the car. And we have all of the dahlias, and then this is our box of produce with all of the eggplants, tomatoes, and peppers, and maybe some other things. I'm not sure what's all in there. But so many. I love these. That's such a good size. We have so many pumpkins. I don't think we didn't show the harvest last week, so there were probably the same amount of white pumpkins, right? The Casper pumpkins. Maybe less, would you say?
Yeah, I'd say less, but I think it was like 6 ones of like this size and bigger.
Yeah.
So they were all big pumpkins.
Yeah, so we're set. And we still have more coming. But we're ready to go. We're wrapped up, packed up, ready to go.
Yep, nice and tired. This is how we do our one day or even a half day outings, but it's a lot to be out here in the sun. Of course, we're a little overcast, so it's still hot.
Really, like when summer passes, it'll be a lot better.
Yeah, we don't really have an escape from the heat, but then before we know it, the cold's gonna be
Right,
creeping up
right.
on us.
I was complaining before about it being too cold now, but I think I'd rather be cold because I could sweat and work. That's gonna wrap up the vlog for this week. I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Yeah.
See ya.